Alrighty, this is my demo for the Project 8. So basically, here at the top of the quadcopter, we have an Arduino Mega 2560 mounted on there. Then we have a B&L 055 IMU that you can see like right here. That's interfacing over I2C to the Arduino, and it is measuring the data, and it is ultimately transmitting it over the serial interface to a Raspberry Pi that's mounted underneath. And then the Raspberry Pi is receiving the Raspberry Pi creates a hotspot, and then it's receiving the serial data, and any computer that or device that connects to the Pi's hotspot can then open up a web browser and view the IMU data from there. One thing to note is there's a level translator here. That's because the Arduino I/O is 5 volts versus the Raspberry Pi is 3.3, so you have to shift down from 5 volts down to 3.3. And that's specifically for the serial interface, which is what's connected between the two. So yeah, I guess that's for the demo. I'll go ahead and start to run the script here. Let's see here. Alright, we don't need to actually do that, so let's go to project. First, we're going to run a Python script that creates the hotspot. This is from an older project, so it's just being reused. Alright, so now we've created a hotspot, so we'll go ahead and close this terminal. Now we'll go ahead and connect to the Raspberry Pi's hotspot. Alright. Now we'll SSH. And when I ran the hotspot script, it creates a different IP address. It's a static IP that you always know what it is. Be able to connect to the Pi. If I typed in the wrong password. Alright. Then one thing I note, I know in all my other presentations, demonstrations, I've gone ahead and actually flown the quadcopter. Unfortunately, it's not ideal weather conditions today. It's quite cold out and snowing a little bit, so I'll be doing this indoors. I won't be really flying it because I just don't feel that it's safe. I don't have any means to tether the quadcopter down so that way it doesn't fly away from me. So I'd rather just be safe than sorry. So I'll just be doing this demonstration without actual flight. So now we're gonna go ahead and source the Python virtual environment, because you do need Flask to run this IMU server. That's what I'm calling it. Project 8. And alright, so here I do have some like serial debug printing, so we can see here that we are getting IMU data. Pretty neat, so I can kind of move the quadcopter in different manners and you'll see a change. But we actually have this going to a web server, and here it is. So you can see quite small, but here's the IMU data that's being received. Yep. So you can see it's changing with the Pi or as the quadcopter moves. And yeah, working. Obviously, this would be a lot more neat if I could actually fly, but like I said, it's not good conditions, and I'd rather not risk crashing or having an injury inside. So, thank you.